Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Welcome back, and I am calling this an Inspired by Crafty Venture. So today I am bringing to you this card that I created after I watched the Eating Disorder Awareness Hop, and this is the card that inspired me. It was created by my sweet, beautiful friend Mona Toth, and she was a participant in the Eating Disorders Awareness Hop, as were so many. And I encourage you, if you've not already participated, to go watch. Go watch. You will not be disappointed. Yeah, so I was inspired by so many stories, by so many cards, by so many creators, by my sweet friend Candace, who organized the whole thing, and Mona's card. Out of all the inspiration, Mona's card is the one that said, "Make me." Make me. So I reached out to her and I asked if it was okay if I case her card, even though mine is completely different. Inspired by doesn't mean same as, right? Case, which is create and share everything or something like that. When you case something, you're copying. And you always want to give credit where credit's due. So you mentioned back to the creator. But inspired can be anything. I can be inspired by somebody walking down the street sitting in my home, and anything can inspire you. So with all that being said, this is my inspiration, and I was just feeling the green and coral situation, and so I did this beautiful ink blending with abandoned coral, festive berries, and worn lipstick oxides. And of course, you have to get the splatter situation. So I splattered some water as well as one of the golds from the Starry Colors Kuretake Gold palette. There are 6 different shades of gold. And then look at that. Oh, that sparkle from those Starry Colors paints are amazing. But I also added some splatter from the worn lipstick, as well as peppermint scrub from Catherine Pooler, because I just wanted a pink that was a little bit darker to add some contrast, and the peppermint scrub was the darkest one I had nearby, but they all dried back so much that really what you see is the sparkle, and I'm okay with that. So this die cut that I have, I actually got in the mail the day that I saw the hop, which was Saturday. And this is from Cat Scrappiness. I purchased it from the Not Too Shabby shop. I don't see the name of this, but I'll try to link it down below. Cat Scrappiness has some amazing dyes and other products, and I tend to pick them up over at the Not Too Shabby shop. But when I got this and I had seen Mona's card already, I knew that this was what I was going to use to create that card. Again, inspired by, not same as. So I used 4 different shades of green from my Arteza Real Brush pens, and you saw that I just kind of scribbled them onto my glass mat and created a palette, and layer after layer, and I got the dimension that I wanted. And then I came in to ink blend the sides of that frame with peeled paint and rustic wilderness, and then I came in with the splatter again, because green and pink coordinate very well, they go well together, but I wanted the gold to kind of marry the 2 layers together. So yeah, I also splattered on a little bit of the rustic wilderness to have that darker contrast, and then I'm an impatient crafter, so I had to hit it with my heat tool. And then I pulled out both my Encore, what kind of pigment is it? It's pigment. Anyway, my Encore metallic ink pad, it's bronze. And then I had my Delicata copper, and I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. And ultimately, you can see that I went with the Encore. And these are pigment inks, so they stay wet a little bit longer. But I went all around the edges. I put a little bit of the metallic color on each leaf, and you saw my process. So that was probably the most tedious part of this, but it was so worth it. And now here you can see I'm trying to figure out my sentiment. I knew that I wanted it to be either Pink Fresh or Altenew, so I went straight to the sets. Ultimately, I choose the sentiment that says, "You are so wonderful," from Pink Fresh Studio and it is in the layered bouquet set, and that is a beautiful stamp set in and of itself. So I'm trying to make sure that I get it right in the middle, and I used my embossing buddy, and of course I had to heat embossing in the gilded. Now that I have it, I want everything gilded in gold by Brutus Monroe. So it turned out beautifully. And then I knew that I wanted some dimension, so I'm using that foam tape. I'm using it up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm using it up. And I just wanted some lift. I didn't want to create a shaker out of it. I didn't want to put any of the foam tape behind the leaves. I wanted the leaves to maintain their independence, if you will. I wanted them to be able to bend in, bend out, bend over, whatever they wanted to do, and just have that ability to live their lives, if you will. So I did not put any foam tape under them at all. I did use, as you saw, a little bit of liquid glue on the foam tape, just in case I needed to move it around. That gave me a little bit of wiggle room. And then I had trimmed the coral colored panel down and layered them up together. And you can see that I also put some of that foam tape on the back of the coral panel because I wanted some more dimension. So that might make this one a little bit pricey to mail, but that's okay. I just needed that. I just needed it. And then there you could see me centering it up and pushing it down. And then again, look at that shimmer and that shine, that sparkle. So here I've got it all together. I'm bringing in that slimline die from Cat Scrappiness and the sentiment stamp from Pink Fresh Studio. And then I thought, oh, I'm missing some embellishments. So there is my pack of sparkle blends from Doodles Paper Playgrounds, and the blend is called So Matcha Fun. And I just used various shades of green. There's some different textures to them. Some are flat, some are the confettis, some are your typical traditional sequins, some are flat sequins, some have holes, some don't. Different shades of greens and yellows, and just kind of splattering them around, kind of smudging them up there in between the leaves. And I think it's very, very pretty. I would love to get this card. I would love to get this card, and I can't wait to be able to send it to somebody, and hopefully it will just lift their day, especially if they're feeling blue. I know so many people who are wonderful, so I have no idea who I'm going to send it to because I have many amazing, wonderful people in my life. But again, this is my card. What do you think, guys? Do you see the life that those leaves are living? They're very independent. They've got their autonomy. They can do what they want. So various angles. Yeah, and remember, it was inspired by this beautiful card from Mona Toth. Inspired by. So there it is again, one last time. You can see my cup of coffee there. I'm still drinking from Christmas cups. But again, guys, if you have not hopped through the Eating Disorders Awareness Hop, please do. You're gonna meet so many crafters, so many beautiful creators and creations, and you're going to learn about eating disorders. You're going to learn about the stigma. You're going to, they're going to debunk some myths. I want you to go check it out. This is Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Please, please leave me a comment downstairs. If you like this video, hit the like. If you're not already a member of my little tribe, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're alerted to all content when it gets uploaded. Thank you guys so much for following me along today, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.